There are two methods available for importing athletes for a team which does not currently have any athletes on its eligibility list. Once there are any athletes saved for a team, you can no longer import athletes for that team. You can choose to start with either the non-senior athletes from the team last year or with data copied and pasted from a file. To start with the non-senior athletes from last year, go to the Import Options button on your eligibility list editor. Then click on the button that says Import Athletes from last year. All the non-senior athletes will be brought in from your previous year's eligibility list. Their grades will automatically be incremented 1 year, and all their information will be pre-filled into the fields. For any athletes you don't want to import, you can use the clear box under their name to remove them from the list prior to saving the imported information. Nothing has been saved to the server at this point. All that happened was the fields were pre-filled based on last year's information. You can make whatever changes are necessary. You can go down and add new athletes, such as a senior from last year who is still in your school, or any freshmen you might have. Make any changes you want. Fill in any additional fields you may want to fill in. And then once you're ready, you just save the changes like you would normally at any eligibility list. The second method for importing is to copy and paste information from a file into the import field. Again, you would go to the Import Options on the Eligibility List editor and scroll down to the Method 2 section. There you will see a box with a button above it that says Fill List with Batch Import Data from box below, and a box for you to copy and paste your information from your file. The information needs to be tab delimited, meaning each field is separated by a tab, and each athlete's information goes on one line in the file. You can use whatever program you want to create your file. You can export it from many systems. You can type it into a file directly if you want, in Excel or a text file. It's just important that the fields listed are in the order listed. Last name, first name, gender with either M or F, birth date in the month, day, year format, grade, which would be the number 9, 10, 11, or 12, the school year first entered, 9th grade, and then the other optional fields if you choose to enter them. We also offer in the Downloads section of the main page of the Eligibility Center an Excel template which has headings filled in to help you put your information in the right order. We're going to import from an Excel file, so I'm going to go to an Excel file that I have pre-filled in with my information. The first line of the file contains headers. You can either copy those or not copy those. The importer will know to skip them if they're there. So what I'm going to do is just select all the fields with my information, copy them, then go back to my importer. I'm going to click in the import box and paste the information I just copied. Now it's important to note that this information doesn't seem to line up in column formats when you look at it in the import box. You don't need to worry about that. You want to make sure you don't remove any of the tabs between fields, because that will cause the importer to not know which information to put where. So once your information is in the box, you can then click on the Fill List with Batch Import Data from box below. Read the description of what's going to happen and click OK. Again, once you click OK, the information you imported will be filled into the files. Nothing is saved yet at this point. It's only pre-filling the information for you. You can then go through, add, change, or delete any information you want, just like you were editing any other eligibility list. When you're done, just click on your Save Changes button to save your information.